Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Note, let me take this opportunity. We have senior comrades Brian Seydu Sota. He's a financier of our great party. He's here with us. We also have Wa West constituency chairman. He's also here with us. We have Comrade Omar Mahmoud. He is our Germany chapter president. He's here with us. We also have Mr. Sharaf. He is a son of our presumptive flag bearer and our president in waiting. He's also here with us. Then we have Honorable Al Hassan Suhiyini, MP for Tamale North. He's here with us. We also have Abdul Razak Baba. He is our NDC Deputy Treasurer, USA chapter. We have Honorable Adi Koka, former Greater Accra Regional Chairman. He's here with us. We have Honorable Peter Tubu Lanchene, MP for Wa West constituency. We have Honorable Dr. Hassan Rashid Pelpo, caucus leader. He is the caucus leader and the MP for West Central constituency. He's here with us. We also have one of the finest female lawyers in our party. She is in the person of Beatrice Annan. She is the deputy spokesperson of Mahama's campaign team. Then we have, of course, one of the best when we are talking of lawyers in NDC. She is Honorable Joyce Bauer, aide to our president and the spokesperson of the campaign team. As we move along, we will be doing the introduction. May I respectfully invite my own brother, the constituency chairman of Jirapa. Okay. I understand some women group wants to come and sing for our president and of course to all of us. If they are around, they should kindly come to stage.
Mahama wala te palo ni onana fate. Mahama wala te palo ni onana fate. ona na pate Mahama, ye breaking area kulebon breaking. Ye mola Mahama, NDC ye mola Mahama, ye mola Mahama.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Let me also use this opportunity to introduce to you Honorable Anthony Karasuma, MP for Nadole Keleo constituency. Thank you very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you. May I now call on my own brother, the constituency chairman for the Jirapa constituency, Honorable David Young, to come and give us his welcome address. Chairman.
NDC. Adomar. This is MCA. He said, His Excellency, former President and incoming President of Ghana, John Dramani Mahama, the national chairman and national executive committee members present here. The original chairman, the regional executive committee present, the member of parliament, the member of parliament for Jirapa, Honorable Cletus Jedu Dapla, our MP from the constituency presents, our police constituency executive here present, my our constituency executives present here, our national executive present here, the member of parliament present here, all protocols, MPs present here, we are all welcome. I want to take this opportunity and both the Ayaranya, Adi Avonia, Adi Yelko constituency executives, and near Zana Wachanana, Teboraka, His Excellency John Mahama and Wachanana, the Bulgarian Kokati na Votila Ako 99%. The Bulga Obanka, the Bulga Obanka, Tirambe Chelana, Jeba Chelana, our Wulka, Jeba Chela, Tetela, the vote is Ale, Watanyana. Chatimanyala, Oman Timanyala ka Jaba, La Azeka Nangulka, NDC, the Balus Asidnya, Karabambo Kariyelka, Asidnya, Jirapa, Dila Asidnya, Agulka, Arunyatra Albampara, Trijua Mahamala, Teninia Zabata, Joa Mahamala near, Tena Voti Atel, Kanya Zawanka, the Arcola, and Jay and Dam Mahamala, Yabarka Yagla.
Thank you. Eyeza, I think you heard it all from my own brother. You heard it all from him. In fact, even in this very hall that we are sitting in, it is one of the legacies of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. We have other legacies out there. And so he said that they don't know any other candidate apart from His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. And on behalf of the Jirapa constituency and on behalf of all branch executives, they are going to give His Excellency John Dramani Mahama not less than 99% of the total votes that will be cast. And so he went on to say that they are very much appreciative of some of the developmental projects that Jirapa benefited during his tenure as president. And they will do everything possible to give him the mandate to lead the party and subsequently lead the NDC so that Jirapa will get more of the development projects that they got when he was the president. On this note, I want to introduce one of your own to you. He has been an assemblyman before. He has been a district national coordinator before. He has been NDC secretary in the Jirapa constituency before. He has been a DCE before. In fact, he is following the footprints of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. He is also climbing the ladder just as he did. It's okay. It's okay. Hello, it's okay. This is the MP for Jirapa constituency, Honorable Cletus Sedu Dapla. Honorable, the floor is yours.
Your Excellency President John Dramani Mahama, our regional chairman and regional executives here present, our members of parliament here present, particularly our chairman, the Honorable Rashid Palipu, my brother Honorable Suhini, who is here, former regional chairman Greater Accra, all protocol duly observed. Our branch executives here gathered, ladies and gentlemen. Poor Pele Yaga Zine Beburi Ndana Namkoti Zine Beburi Karawa Lanche. Before I proceed, let me acknowledge the presence of Bright Salia, who is here, an aspirant, parliamentary aspirant. Let me also acknowledge Madam Jennifer Tenganabon Nafuri, who she is also here with us. Emboraka inyelka zina nana mun kutula bebiringa ka te president former president John Dramani Mahama na lanetela lenvenka te lanta zina kakar turu ane chelo ka yelbir na onanta ku wo yelkotena te za bonge bonana so ka o boltiche on la bolti kar wallanche tinan wallanche men buna His Excellency John Dramani Mahama Namboro tizie bi buna tene menga Namboro kare ako His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ka onalaka sarade dar a chupala berpie anata daren tina langeta te Jirapa che karza dit nubienga alanta adi ako John Dramani Mahama His Excellency ayezu so tunamwa embora kayeka kama yeka John Dramani Mahama yeka bekarbe John Dramani Mahama abekarbe John Dramani Mahama number 1 His Excellency John Dramani Mahama John Dramani Mahama John Dramani Mahama ben campagne pili yelka embora ka bare wo beche bare na palu delegates yeyiri arka the president anyaya barna palu delegate yeyiri arka president anyaya yes aha sabule yeyiri arka jo president anyaya yeyiri sabule mankure yeyiri arka banyaya mankure pime beche yeyiri arka banyaya heme beche yeyiri arka banyaya ulo na palo ule yeyiri kabanyaya kanisaf yeyiri kabanyaya kanisaf tizale beche yeyiri kabanyaya duor deme beche duor na palo do deme yeyiri kabanyaya yaga na palo yeyiri kabanyaya yaga deme tugo deme beche yeyiri kabanyaya kuzokala deme bebe yeyiri kabanyaya nambele beche yeyiri kabanyaya Jirapa is yeyiri kabanyaya Jirapa West yeyiri kabanyaya. Thank you very much. Baraka yalaza zina bayi le jama bebiri entiere te we aye police stations our man kuya ka niana tene nambora ko dete wia at 2024 elections onala His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ti yele lefuya so zina ona wache mabora kanla ayele jamaa o mengana die kombo akote so ndie bora kan poria baraka garabanya ani kokari na yananta achara NDC party a party na where power 2024 yeza tisa bunyen na dia party tono kajiraba na palo anyamalo kajiraba yoro ayire teletele let zana mboro eyezu embora kayeka nieza tavanko enga chuora ana party yala His Excellency President Mahama tene le kuyi a contest a flag bearership election kananda wuli ona yon yala dala ka ona yon dala o kuyi a contest a election cheneza nye Ghana na piangale ko bora kuwa awafate ko bora kuwa fate te wurpo te mongbene po te wahala ngapo eyezu Your Excellency, I will conclude my speech by just assuring you that this is your home, this is your constituency. We are going to vote you 100%. And let me also assure you that this constituency is one of the constituencies that is very united. The constituency executive committee are together. The branches are united. The stakeholders are together, and I want to assure you, after the primaries, we will come together and increase the votes margin for yourself and myself On this note, I thank all of you for coming. Ya baraka ya gaza. Muna malta zayala.
Thank you very much, Honorable MP. Thank you very much. You heard it all. He said you are going to give His Excellency John Dramani Mahama a massive endorsement because we cannot afford to lose him. Experience, they say, is the best teacher. Experience over what? Experiments. We can't afford to gamble our lives. Thank you very much, Honorable MP, for your statement. Chakan yele yele karabia le kuye. Katija banon wako yele yela. Tuvuvuzela hena. Kefu habana. Otere yele biya ku yele kuye. Kena wafuha yara. Yekunwanya no unyan yele kuye ne. Aju nsoya mbayideme. Ka His Excellency wa yele yela. Keta la fuha bo yara. On this note, let me welcome or introduce the father of the region. Most people call him 24/7. He doesn't sleep. Wherever there is a party activity, he goes there to ensure that the right thing is done. He is our regional chairman, a workaholic regional chairman. Chairman no size. You underrate him at your own peril. Let us welcome Chairman Abdul Nasser Sani.
Chabai, Ayazuza, na poe Jirapa constituency chairman Baraka Gaja, anu executives. Alama poe branch executive ja ya Baraka Gaja. Tumo tara anyaho ngampa. So anyaka. La yuri zunde ananjo mama ne ananya yebo. Nte aye jagwa boren. Aga Accra at Yerkar Noku 99.9%. Mandi Yerkuni Gine Veya Mantra and Third Sadibu 13th May 5:30 now call it Jirapa constituency. Kualaka Joa Mama 99.9%. Kuna wanya blaba bloka la yiri tando na tono pale yang karjani bije na e karpna lanta nyota after 13 ne ja anwadi tijala la ta part bi ebunye ni kar lanta a jawnu wo ka tila dia Jirapa city ka jo mama vos kala ma la gabla na dangana ka party jagulu ku dina karpna de timi yelga ku John ka apa wes bunga tombora Jirapa abunga tombora nti omun pona pelen kutia karo ku Jirapa deme kaymo bonto ndi apart tona ezu to mama tar ya jamaa na boye tijaba na ka o poti cha tete karpuna ga tuli to piela antabla. So now it's now time for me to introduce, to invite the person or the man who know the road, the man who has done it before, the man who can even do it more. Who is this person? Who is this person? He was an he was an assemblyman, former MP, former deputy minister, former minister, former vice president, former president, and now the incoming president of the Republic of Ghana. His Excellency, John Dramani Mahama. One touch to my mama, Johnny Mama, Dramani Mahama.
Thank you. Ezu, Eza, Ezu, Eza, Hey, Joe. Hey, Joe. Hey. 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 Thank you very much. I'm not going to talk for long. I will just remind ourselves that by the grace of God, inshallah, on Saturday we're going to elect our parliamentary candidate and then also our presidential candidate. So the way you've gathered here, on Saturday we're going to call you again and you're going to come. There will be 2 ballot boxes, one for the parliamentary, one for the presidential, and we'll elect the parliamentary. After that we will also vote for the presidential. In this constituency, my information is that we have 3 people who have properly filed their nominations to stand. And so I'm going to call them by the order I have here. And if they can join me up here, I just want to give a message to the delegates. And so the first is Honorable Cletus Seydou Dapla. If you join me here. And then the second is Jennifer Namfuri. If you join me here. And the third is Bright Salia. Thank you very much. The message I want to give is unity. Unity. How do they say unity in Dagari? Noriyeng. All these 3 people are NDC, our sister and our 2 brothers. So it's like the same family. This is a competition within the family. Just as when there's a vacant skin and it is a family that it has been allocated to, everybody can contest. But once we select one person, the whole family gathers around the person. And so on Saturday we're going to vote. If we could send all 3 of them to Parliament, we would have sent them. But the law says we can send only one. So it means we have to elect one of them. So on Saturday we'll vote and we'll elect one of them. And they always say God's time is the best. And so it might be somebody's turn today, tomorrow it will be another person's turn. And the support that we give that person today is the support we will also receive when it is our turn. NDC, by God's grace, is coming into power. We're going to win the election. And I just want to assure you that if we elect one person, it doesn't mean we don't like the other 2. We like all of them, but only one person can be MP. And once NDC comes into office, there will be a lot of opportunity for everybody. We'll have to appoint DCs, special assistants, presidential staffers, deputy ministers, ministers, chief executive officers, chairmen of boards, council of state, ambassadors, so many opportunities for everybody. And so the fact that one person becomes MP does not mean that we will not use the other people. And so I just want us to come vote, and when we finish voting, let us all come together. And especially something I noticed with the followers of the various people, he has his supporters, she has her supporters, he has his supporters. Normally once we vote and one person emerges, those who supported the winning candidate, when the others want to come back and join, they drive them away and say, look, you went and supported this person, you were not part of us. All of us are part of NDC, and all of us are going to be one so that we can retain the Jirapa seat for NDC. NDC needs a healthy majority in Parliament when it comes into office, so that the development programs that we have been doing for you, we intend to do for you, we're able to pass it easily through Parliament. NDC did a lot of work, and it was pointed out to me that we built this during the period of Professor Tamils, built a fence wall around the whole school, and did a lot of development projects here in Jirapa. And we're going to continue to do those development projects so that we make the lives of our people better. And so on Saturday, let's come, let's vote, and may God bless all of us. I wish all of them good luck. We are prepared to work with everybody, and so let's see what happens on Saturday. Thank you very much. God bless you. Thank you. Now the second box. That is the box I'm also interested in. Because that's the box I'm also participating in. There are 3 of us. At first we were 4. But one dropped out and threw his support behind me. And so it's left with 3 of us. Normally, when they say 99%, they say that because there is the addition of rejected ballots. The MP said 100% and the chairman said 99%. If we don't have rejected ballots, we can get 100%. But the problem is when we vote, there are always people whose ballots are rejected because they don't know how to vote properly. And so if we take our time and learn how to vote properly, we can achieve the 100% we're talking about. And so this is a sample of the ballot paper you will get. And when you put your thumb on the ink, you should put the thumbprint in the middle. In the middle. How do you say middle in the Gari? Eh? Middle. Asunsogre. You put it in the middle. Asunsogre. And don't put it here, because if you put it here, it will cross the line. And if it crosses the line, they don't know who you want to vote for. So you should go Asunsogre in the middle. And then after you thumbprint, don't touch the ballot paper, please. This is what spoils most people's ballots. Don't touch the ballot paper. When you put Asunsogre, leave the paper. And then get a rag and clean your thumb so that it's dry before you take the paper and fold it. Most of the time, after people have thumbprinted, they immediately want to take the paper and fold it. And so their thumb will appear somewhere else. And so once they see 2 thumbprints, your vote is a rejected ballot. And that is what makes us not able to get 100%. But I'm sure that we're all going to do it properly. And I believe you. Jirapa, I was here in 2019. You assured me that you were going to give me 90-something%. And actually when we voted, it's true, I got 90-something%. So when you say you're going to give me 99.9% or 100%, I believe you, because you are not promise and fail. Now you, the branch executives, you are the owners of the NDC, you are the owners of the party. And that is why you are the ones who are able to determine who becomes the leader or who becomes the member of parliament. Because in NDC, all our 9-member branch executives in all the 40,000 polling stations of this country are allowed to vote when we're selecting our leader. And that is why on Saturday, all of you are going to come here and vote. As you're doing it in Jirapa, they are doing it in Adeli Kalio, they are doing it in Dafiama Butse Isa, they are doing it in Wa East, Wa West, Wa Central. Everybody will be voting on that day. And so you are the ones who determine who becomes the leader. And at the same time, you determine who you want as your parliamentary candidate. And so you are the owners of the party, you are the majority shareholders of the party. And that is why, even though I was advised that I should come to Wa and we should bring like two people from each branch to come and meet me, I said no. I need to come to the shareholders themselves. I won't let them come to me. I will go to them and present myself. As the regional chairman was introducing me, he mentioned the various portfolios I've held. from deputy minister through MP, through vice president to president. It gave me the opportunity to understudy a lot of leaders, because as I worked from being an MP to being a deputy minister to being a minister, I worked to people. And when I became vice president, Professor Atamils of blessed memory was my boss. And so it gave me the opportunity to understudy all these leaders. I worked under President Rawlings. I was an opposition MP under President Kufuor. And all that gives you the kind of experience that prepares you when you take up a leadership mantle. So even though Professor Mills' death was sudden, I believe that because of the experience I had gained working under all these leaders, it made the work easier for me when I became president. And all I had to do was to continue what President Mills had started. And so we all know that when NDC was in office, our lives were far better than they are today. Today things are so difficult, things are so hard for our people. And that is why some of us have been called to service again. Because it's easy for us to say we want to take a rest and we'll just leave it. But we'll never forgive ourselves if we sit back and let it go with the mess that has been created in this country by the Akufo-Addo Bawumia administration. They came and talked plenty, and they thought it was easy. And when they were talking, I told them, I said, look, this job is not easy. Normally when you see somebody working and you are standing aside, you think that if they give you the same work, you can do it better than the person. And so I told them, I said, look, it's not easy. None of you has come close to the presidency before. And they didn't take it seriously. Today they have learned the hard way that it's not easy to run a country. Our country, Ghana, is in reverse gear. The bus is going backwards instead of forward. And NDC has to come back and change the gear and put it back into forward so that the bus can move forward. So Ghanaians say, NDC, come for your stone. I see somebody has brought a stone already. Because in our tradition, if somebody comes to your house and says, here's your stone, it means that you advised him and he didn't listen. But now he's realized that what you said was true. And so he says, here's your stone. You told me, I didn't hear. And that's what happened in 2016. In 2016, development was going on. We were extending electricity to almost every community in Ghana. We're providing clean drinking water. We're building hospitals. We're repairing the roads. We're building E-block schools, expanding educational facilities in all the schools. And yet our brothers in the MPP said we were incompetent and that they were coming to do better. They will build a factory in every district. They will give every constituency $1 million a year. They will do one village, one dam. I mean, all these have proved to have been a mirage. It's not something that they had intended to do. All they wanted to do was to get political power. And today, after getting political power, it's become a government of family and friends. And let me tell you who are the most disappointed. It's not all of Ghanaians. The most disappointed people in the performance of their own government is the NPP people themselves. The NPP supporters themselves, if they will be candid and confess to you, they will tell you they are disappointed in the work their government has done. But they say everything has an end. And it is my belief, by the grace of the Almighty God, inshallah, that NDC is going to win the next election and come back into office. And when we come back into office, I have said that we will make sure that any opportunities that are available to Ghanaians, you also get your fair share. Because you are the owners of our party. You also get your fair share. And so I give examples. For instance, if we are recruiting school feeding caterers, our women's organizers too know how to cook. And so we'll make sure that you also get your fair share of the school feeding contracts so that you can also earn an income. For instance, if we are recruiting people into the public services, security services, like the military, army, police, fire service, prisons, immigration, we'll make sure that our young people also have an equal opportunity to be able to go and do these jobs. And so in everything, we'll make sure that you also have the opportunity to benefit from what Ghana has to offer. But with regards to the elections, I've said that 2024 is going to be different. You are going to lead the election, the branch executive. You're going to go around your branch, house to house, door to door, and preach the message of NDC. You see how Jehovah's Witnesses go from house to house, preaching from house to house. You're also going to be like Jehovah's Witnesses. But this time you'll be NDC witnesses, going from house to house, preaching the message of NDC. And we'll give you little leaflets with pictures and everything showing the work that NDC has done in this country. So after you talk to the people in the house, you leave them with some of the leaflets so that they can read and see that NDC is a superior party to the NPP. And we're going to make sure that we get you the logistics. I've promised that that's my responsibility. The t-shirts you need, the posters, the scarves, the caps, the bicycles, the motorcycles, pickup. We're going to get all those logistics. And this time, the way we're going to distribute it, we'll make sure that you get your share. We are not going to send it to WA before we bring it to Jirapa. We know we have 275 constituencies. We know how many branches each constituency has. And so in Accra, when the logistics come, we'll just distribute them constituency by constituency. And we'll bring yours straight here to Jirapa. And we're going to call 3 of you from each branch, the chairman, the secretary, the women's organizer. You come, you count the items, you make sure that the items are correct, and then after that you sit and you share equally. And then everybody will take their share back to their branches and you go and share it there. So in 2024, during the campaign, I don't want to come round any of your branches and find that our 9-member executives don't have t-shirts. You don't have any of the logistics. You're going to get it and you will share it yourselves. In addition, we're going to reward you for the work you're doing. We're going to gauge all the branches. We'll give you targets that we want you to meet. And the branches that increase their votes the most are going to get, all the 9-member executives there will get a handsome prize. This is to encourage you to work hard. Because if you campaign hard and you bring more votes to your branch, all you, the 9-member executives, each of you will get a handsome prize. And that is to encourage you. And so there are many things that we will do for you. And I've said that in order that we keep our relations tight. I don't like the situation where we say we elected our officials and we haven't seen them again. And so I've made a promise that when NDC comes and when I become president, we're going to come round the constituencies once a year. We'll give you your T&T. You will come from your branches like this, and I'll be here with the ministers, and we'll have an interaction with you. We'll tell you what we're doing in your district to develop your district, and you too will tell us what your challenges and what your problems are. And so on 7th December 2024, that night, we're all not going to sleep. Every member of the executive, branch executive, the 9 members, you wake up early in the morning, you go and vote first. You should be among the first to vote. And then after that, you spend the day going round the houses that you went and campaigned in. and you go and pull the people out to come and vote. The whole day you make sure they all come out to vote so that we get a big turnout. Then in the evening at 5 o'clock, when they are about to start counting, you go back to your polling station, all you the 9 members. Don't say we have 2 polling agents there, so we've left it to the polling agent. Go and join the polling agents, and you the 9 members must stand there, watch them count the vote. When they finish counting the parliamentary, they'll count the presidential, and then you stay there until they sign all the pink sheets, and then you collect your pink sheets, and then you come and submit them. Then you can go to sleep. But on that night, none of us is going to sleep, because I want by dawn of the next day, by 1 a.m., 2 a.m., we should have got all our results, and we can send a message to you that NDC has won the election. So I'm sure that we are all geared up, and I know that God has opened the way for us. Ghanaians themselves are crying because of hardship. I know in this area we are farmers, and my understanding is that the Planting for Food and Jobs program has been cancelled, it's been suspended. And this year, if a farmer has to buy fertilizer, he's going to spend about 700 cedis on each bag of fertilizer. And if you are even doing 10 acres of anything, maize or corn or whatever, if you're even doing 10 acres, you need about 4 bags for each acre. And so if you're going to buy 1 bag for 700, you can imagine how much you have to spend. And then apart from that, the plowing fees have gone up. Today, if you want a tractor to plow 1 acre for you, they are charging 250, 300. And so if you are doing 10 acres, that's 3,000 cedis. How many farmers are going to be able to get 3,000 cedis to plow 10 acres of land? Everything in this country is spoiled. The free SHS is spoiled. Now it's a traffic light, green and yellow. People go, people come. You prepare your child for school, they go to school. Within 4 weeks, they are back home. And when you ask, some people say they are green, some people say they are yellow. And so when the yellow lights, these people go. When the green lights, these people go. What is all this? When NDC was in government, our children used to go to school at the same time. When they vacate, they all come home at the same time. They used to go and stay in school for 2.5 months, 3 months before they come home. Now 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 5 weeks, they are back home. And how do you expect these children to be able to study and learn properly? And apart from that, the food in the school is not good. If you ask our school children here, they'll tell you. They eat gari every day, gari. And they have something they call tea sakura. No milk in the tea, no bread, nothing. And so if you don't give your child money to go to school, they will go hungry. Every vacation, when the children come home, you see how lean they've become because they are not eating well. And if a child cannot eat well in school, how can they learn? Look at the National Health Insurance. They've destroyed that one too. If you have National Health Insurance card today, when you go to the hospital, you won't get anything, not even para. Yet in NDC time, you get paracetamol, you get cough mixture, you get antibiotics. Today they write the prescription for you, and you have to go to the drugstore and go and buy. And so NDC is going to come. We're going to change everything. We're going to put Ghana back on its feet. We're going to put the gear back into forward gear, and then Ghana is going to move forward for the betterment of our children and our grandchildren. I thank you very much. God richly bless you. Thank you. Donate
to support John Mahama to win 99% votes on May 3248 *5# to donate to all networks 059